as our vice president.
I didn't really hear too much.
Exactly. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
I was just like, had to take a moment because I was just like, really, like the world is crazy. And
What's that one with the foot on it?
yeah, barefoot.
Nah, I ain't got that.
How, Sway? How, Sway?
The mom completely out of pocket. She needs to be in jail for what she's teaching those kids.
Yo, we back, man. Mind your business. Heartbeat of Jersey, posted the culture, solo 1 and 9.
It's your boy Mark Lee, MLSCRIBES. And to my left, we got
Your girl, Courtney E23. What is up, party people?
Hey.
Where? So we back, man. You know, we had a little technical difficulties last time, yo.
Difficulties. I'm sure everybody.
We had to go straight audio, man.
difficulties.
That power. No, it wasn't even power outage. It was internet. You know what I mean? Okay. No, we good.
Okay.
It's all lit up. Because what happens with the app, you see, if I switch over to you, it turned red, right?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, so I'm looking for the green.
Because it records to the tablet, but also records to the SD card.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the tablet, whatever one I press on, it lights up. But on here, all the cameras are red.
All right, so as long as it's
got
red
nervous.
over here.
You got nervous.
Because I ain't see that green. I ain't see that green. So I know if I see things blink, okay?
Yo. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. That mass internet outage.
Y'all still gotta go check that episode out. It was great. We got some special nuggets on the end of that episode. If y'all listen all the way to the end, it is a long episode, but we got some special nuggets. If y'all vibe with us, that's a nice little treat for y'all.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so everybody's week was good, man. We back up in here.
Yo, man.
Right now they got the House Fest at Military Park in Newark on Broad.
Yeah, man, I'm so mad, man. I might have to, man. It's happening tomorrow? We need to look that up.
I don't know. It was on last night.
We might need
there was
to
mad
go
stuff.
out there.
This weekend was mad stuff. It had some jazz festival. They had
I would have went to the jazz festival.
Yeah, poetry.
Too.
They had mad stuff.
Yo, Solo, man. What the heck?
Y'all just found out.
You and Lex just be knowing stuff and they be like, it's tomorrow.
Y'all just found out last night,
telling
though.
us.
I just found out last night, man.
Lex, you couldn't be here today, but last weekend, me and her went to the Brick City Jam Fest.
Word.
We were
on the waterfront?
Yeah. We were interviewing people over there. We're going to send you that footage so you can put it in.
I know that's dope. I know that's
dope.
dope.
Word. That's what's up. Yeah, I know y'all ran into a interesting bunch over there.
Yeah.
She got Mark up in the mix.
Yo, we all about to be up in the mix. We all about to be up in the mix.
I like it. Yeah, I like it, man.
So, what happened in the world of sports this week?
Yankees got their ass whooped twice, but
first of all, I was mad because Yankee was leading 1 to zip the entire game, and then the last 2 innings they let the ending score was 3-2. I was mad. Mets won by 1. I was just like, how did y'all let that happen in the last 2 innings?
Yeah,
Orioles been getting spanked. I don't know what is going on with them because they were doing great, and then they just been right now they 8 to zip. What was it? 8-2. They're playing.
8-2? Yeah.
They was playing somebody. But they've been getting smacked the last few games, man. But yeah, man, sports. And then the Olympics opening ceremony was yesterday. Shout out, who was that? Celine Dion. She had a crazy comeback. I know they said she was sick. I think she had. Did she have cancer? Don't quote me. She had something going on with her.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it was. Yeah,
but I actually turned to it at the moment that they finally lit the ring of fire, and she started singing. And when I tell you her performance was amazing, it really was.
Hold on.
It was. His face.
Hold on. Yo, these gnats are crazy, yo.
Man.
Yo, these gnats are crazy. I feel like, yo, they're worse than roaches right now, yo.
Knack attack.
They're worse than roaches, man.
Knack attack. For real.
Yeah, for real, these gnats, man. And ain't no trash in here, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man.
But is anybody else? Is anybody else afraid of how close these Olympic basketball games are coming?
Oh man.
Yo, yeah, a lot of them.
Was it South Sudan? Almost beat the
US.
Almost beat the US.
Yeah.
Because they've been taking notes the last.
LeBron scored that last point
for
the win. I'm like,
they be calling
why are they a competition? We used to be slaughtering everybody.
Captain America.
Yo.
Captain America.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh man, it's like, yo, This ain't the 90s no more. Like this ain't the
Nah,
early 2000s
it's not.
no
They've
more.
been watching NBA
competition,
for
man.
a
We
long
got
time.
competition, yo.
They got tapes and tapes, decades of tapes of NBA basketball.
Yeah.
They are practicing in the gym. They like, watch, in
Like,
4
nah.
years, we gonna get you.
Yeah.
You forget like basketball, unlike football, like nobody really cares about American football outside of America.
Facts.
But like everybody cares about basketball. Like basketball,
Yeah, that's true.
everybody knows who Jordan
football.
is. Everybody knows like a lot of people. Allen Iverson, he has like statues in some other countries. Like it's crazy.
You know, what I don't think is recognized outside of America really is baseball either.
You said outside of America?
MLB, like what other countries really?
I mean, the Caribbean is heavy. And Korea, Japan.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. Oh, I would have never thought Japan baseball.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
huge.
Actually, yeah.
half the league is Dominican.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Duh.
Half the
Spanish.
league is Dominican. So.
Yeah.
That's kind of a given.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, are they watching MLB? Like, are there other baseball league? I mean, I know there are other baseball leagues, but I'm talking about like on the scale that the MLB is on in other countries.
I don't know if it's on
And
the
I
same.
don't even know how much I know because they say baseball is the American sport. Like,
Greatest
you know.
American pastime.
Nah, there's a lot of countries that play baseball.
Okay.
But like, you ever watch the World Baseball Classic?
No.
They got that every now and then.
I've
you know
never
what I mean?
watched that, yes.
Japan.
Cause I was like, why is
It's
baseball
nasty.
not in the Olympics? Is baseball in the Olympics? I was thinking
Nah,
about that.
it's
Like,
not.
why? I was like, I guess that's mad games. Like, they don't have time for that because it's a long, like, baseball games are long.
Yeah, but the Olympics is only every 4 years. I don't see why they couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got,
Because they got the World Baseball Classic, which is like, what, every 4 years?
well, football is not in the Olympics either. American
Nah.
football, like, it's not in the Olympics either. So I was thinking about this. That's interesting. Like, they have these, because cricket is in the Olympics, isn't it?
yeah.
Like, but baseball isn't.
I think
Like-
I think football might be too violent of a sport to put in the Olympics.
What, they want family friendly?
No. I think like if we had like an American team, you might not be able to play next year because you done broke something. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right, yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
true. That's true. And they want to minimize the amount of concussions.
yeah,
So, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got boxing,
True.
so I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know what it could
I
be.
wonder what classifications
Man.
you have to have.
It's like part of the
Olympics.
contract though.
They just recently put skateboarding in.
Yeah, I saw
Shout out
it.
to
That
all
was
my
on.
skateboarders.
Wait, that was on earlier today. I think they were on today. I saw that
skateboarding?
skateboarding, street skateboarding was on
Yeah,
earlier
yeah.
today. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
and men's gymnastics was on earlier today. They got women's volleyball was on earlier. I want to see. I don't know if I saw the. I want to see ice skating, figure skating.
Yeah.
And I want to see women's gymnastics, of course. That's what I mostly watch. During
Women's
the Olympics.
volleyball, I will watch
Women's
that, man.
volleyball too.
Brazil,
Oh yeah,
Brazil
women's
up in there?
volleyball was on earlier today too.
Brazil was it Brazil on?
I don't know who was playing. I'm not sure
tuning
who was
in.
playing.
Brazil playing. I'm tuning in. Yeah,
This guy,
tuning in.
he want to see the Brazilian.
Brazilian cheeks.
They didn't say it was beach volleyball. Okay, they.
Nah, man.
But yeah,
I definitely tune into that.
yeah. I try to catch some like in the background because my main job I work from home, so you know I'm on the computer and doing things, and when I'm writing and stuff like that, I like to have the sports on in the background. I had the Olympics on, and you just
Yeah.
let it play.
We was watching
Catch.
soccer the other day. You know, they had indoor soccer like American. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I think Red Bull team is doing like good right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Red Bull.
Yeah, they're doing good. So, you know, a little local team.
Yeah.
And Mets, I think
Like
they're going
to
to get the
see.
wild card this year. They could probably get in the
Yeah,
wild card spot.
Mets could get it. They're cheating behinds. They could get it. I don't like cheaters. Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the whole team, though. You know what I mean? It's not the whole
Man,
team.
still, man, one rotten apple spoils the whole bunch. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
that's what they say. That's what they say,
So-
man. But it is the rotten apple.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Hey.
Yeah, so sports is good. I'm definitely missing my girls. I know I'll get to see them play. I get to see their games and stuff like that. But I'm definitely like, oh boy, hurry up, come back. Because the second half of the WNBA, if you have not tuned in, it's about to get real crazy.
Yeah?
Heck yeah. It's about to get crazy. It's already been like, when I tell you this season of the WNBA has been phenomenal, like the things that the rookies are doing is crazy. Like whether you like Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, it doesn't matter. And I also love like that the players, like as much as the world are putting them against each other, they don't care. Like they have a lot of love for each other. The veterans have love for Caitlin Clark, have love for Angel Reese, and they all have a lot of respect for each other. So
they gotta play to a certain narrative.
Yeah, exactly. But for the most part, they're all pretty chill. Yeah. And I was definitely excited to see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play the All-Star game together. So that was good. All-Star weekend was great. And I can't wait for WNBA to come back. Cannot wait. Yeah, we definitely. I can't wait for the new NBA season too, because I want Bronny to prove me right.
You know what? honestly though, I'm rooting for him, man. I'm rooting for him.
He might be a little. I'm rooting for him not on the Lakers. Like this year, I feel like this is just gonna be a wash. Like this is not gonna be about him. It's gonna be about his dad. Like this year's gonna be about his dad and what his dad has done and the legacy he's trying to do with. Like it's gonna be so much pressure on him, and I feel like it's gonna be pressure that is a little unfair to him. Like I'm just like, dag, like it's great. I would have much rather liked to see LeBron play against Bronny on another team,
and it don't help.
Other than them on the same team.
It's gonna be a lot of assists. When he's on the court, you know what I'm saying?
Like, come on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of assists, man. But I mean, I'm for it though, man.
I will say that LeBron, the older his knees get, I will say that he tends to share the ball a little bit more. And in his having to share the ball a little bit more, he's become a little bit of a floor general. Yeah, which is a different side of his game that I don't feel like we've gotten to see, because LeBron's a little bit of a ball hog. Like when he was growing. And I mean, I said the same thing about Kobe, but
most of the greats are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Same thing about Jordan,
Yeah, they said, and they were. So, you know, he was a little bit of a ball hog, but I like to see the floor general LeBron James. But the only thing that makes me upset about that is that he would have never become that if his knees weren't going out. like if his legs were like, if he wasn't having problem and getting older, he still would be like. But if you're LeBron James, you're King James of the league or whatever, if you're the player that everybody makes you out to be, you should be making everybody on your team better. Always. It should never be all about you. And I think that's a distinction that I have between Kobe and LeBron. Like, I feel like LeBron was all about him, but Kobe, even though he was the best player on his team, he still always made his teammates better. Yeah. Kobe definitely made his teammates better, in my opinion.
And like the comparisons in the, how do I put it? The pressure from Bronny doesn't help. It doesn't help the pressure being that LeBron is going off in the Olympics like he is and like putting the team on his back, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Because now you're looking at LeBron going hard at 40 and you're looking at Bronny
dude.
Looking at Bronny bricking shots.
And you with the college, like I cannot emphasize that enough. Like Bron came straight from high school. Yeah. My God, you had 4 extra years before you got to the league and you still ain't on his level.
Yeah, but see, that's the only thing that's going to hurt him, man, is this comparison to his dad.
It's always going to be that.
He would just been a normal player entering the league.
But every junior or whatever that comes into the league is compared to their father. Like, they're always compared to them.
The thing is, like, every junior's dad wasn't the face of the league. Like,
facts. That's a fact.
Yeah. That's facts. I do not envy Bronny. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Yeah. Like to
a certain extent.
It's definitely double-edged sword for him. Like, there's aspects of it that's good, but there's also aspects of it that could be detrimental to his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sports. Moving on.
Oh God, must we talk about Uncle Joe?
Man.
How do you feel about that? Him dropping out?
Annoyed, flat out.
I don't think
Annoyed, or was it just
it's about. It should have been
expected?
It should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, facts. It should have been sooner.
And it's like now you put us in a weird position. You put the Democrats or just people that were rooting for the Democratic Party, like they put us in a weird thing where it's like now we have to do a rush campaign, which is what Kamala Harris is pretty much doing. She's doing a rush campaign. And I believe that VP Harris is a lot more qualified than Donald Trump to be president of the United States. And shame on the people that have been quote unquote slut shaming her. The news, Fox News, like the people on Fox News and things like that. Because if they were
the original Haktua girl,
Haktua girl, the disrespect is crazy.
I mean, it's crazy that like
they would have not said this about anybody else. And remember, they did the same thing to Barack Obama. They had comics about with monkeys and stuff like that depicting him in the newspaper. They have
I remember that.
Other presidents or candidates or whatever, they have not disrespected them like that. And there's a fine line. And I know our viewers get on us about bringing race into it, but they haven't.
I will say that there's. I mean, if you wanted to, say that Kamala is unfit, there's way more avenues that you could have went.
Exactly.
Besides, the slut shaming.
Thank you.
You could have brought up the fact that she only seems to be black when it's convenient.
Yes. Because she's Indian, remember?
Yeah, she's half Indian, half Jamaican, I think.
And when that first happened, I said, I don't know if Kamala Harris is ready to be president of the United States of America. Like, granted, what she's done in the past as a prosecutor, okay, but as our vice president,
we didn't really hear too much.
Exactly. Thank you, Mark. You're the only one that I've spoken to this past week that has agreed with me. Because I'm like, we haven't heard nothing. What real moves have you made while you were in office these last 4 years?
I just recently saw an interview, and shout out. And I hate giving them props, but you gotta give them props where his props is due. Shout out Dr. Umar. When, he was responding to a video of Kamala Harris saying, like, yo, no, we're not going to make a bill specifically for black people. We got to make a bill for everybody. And Dr. Umar pointed out, well, but what about the Stop Asian Hate bill and all the things that we did for Native Americans and, XYZ, like, and all the immigration bills that are coming out for immigrants.
Right.
Now you don't want to make a bill, and these are all Democrat passed bills.
Right.
Now you want to say, oh, well, we can't make a bill specifically for black people. It's like, fam, like, what are you really for us?
Yeah, right. And I mean, with that, I'm kind of like, back and forth with, only because it's like, there are a lot of black people, but like I said, we don't make up a large part of the population. So it is very hard to make a bill specifically for us. Not to say that we don't deserve a bill specifically for us. You can't say you don't want to make a bill specifically for us and then turn around and get on the Breakfast Club and say that you are for reparations for black people. You said that in the interview, so you got to make up your mind about what. So that's the thing she's been contradicted. There's been a lot of instances where she's contradicted herself, and I don't want her to be like, I'm the cool candidate black. Like, don't be the cool black chick. No, be the black woman that's gonna get some things done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool that you down to earth and everything. And we know that you are very qualified and smart, but get out of the media and tell us what you're really trying to do. Don't just cater to us, cater to the American people and the lifestyle of American people, black people included.
And then that's actually one of my topics. One of my topics was for us to answer the question of, do we trust Kamala to be our commander in chief?
Commandress? That's what they call it?
I don't know if that's a word.
That's a new one.
Our commander, I don't know. Do we trust her?
We trust her enough. I don't really know enough about her, like, to say that I trust her. You get what I'm saying? As far as action.
Here's what scares me about a woman being commander-in-chief, right?
Oh, straight from the woman, yeah.
Because we have emotions, right? It's there's good and there's bad, because hell has no fury like a woman, right? So when we need to go in and kind of have that aggressive stance against certain things and put our foot down, I feel like the aggression that women have, that would be great as a commander-in-chief. But then also, it would be remiss to not talk about the idea that women can be emotional, and that is a factor when making decisions as a commander-in-chief. You can't say, well, this is making me mad today, you know what I mean? And that's not a shot at her being a woman, but just understanding the nature of a woman, understanding that we are a lot more emotional. So you have to, I feel like for her as a woman, she has to understand I am a woman and I do get emotional. So I have to make sure that I have advisors that are around that are not just female, but are also male, that can kind of like keep me balanced to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Because sometimes that is a factor sometimes. And sometimes you might think one thing, like, you know what I mean? You might think one thing and feel this way about it, but that might not be what's best for everybody.
Yeah, but my only rebuttal to that is Trump. Most of his decisions and most of his actions were based off of emotion.
I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know about that.
You don't think a lot of it was based on emotion?
No. I think
he had motive in everything that he did. Even the speeches and talking points that he made, there was motive in everything.
So it's more motive than emotion.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think, like, one, he has a certain base. Mm-hmm. He has certain constituents, and he's doing the will of those constituents. I don't necessarily think that's emotion. I think that's, you're serving the people that you're put in place to serve.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Politics are hard. The thing is that politics are like,
and he plans on getting payback on everybody who was against him, right? So that's emotion right there.
So this is my thing.
Yeah.
Like the idea of giving cops immunity in light of this whole Sonya Massey thing.
Yeah.
If there was anything that was a huge mistake, or a petition of a huge mistake, that is a huge mistake.
How do we feel about the whole Sonya Massey thing?
I mean, I think it was foul, bro.
Did you
watch it?
Yeah.
You saw that?
My Lord. First of all, rest in perfect peace, Sonya Massey. God rest your soul, and I hope you are up there with Jesus right now, because God rest your soul, soldier of the army, because she rebuked him in the name of Jesus. And his response was, you better effing not. I'll shoot you in your effing face.
Yeah.
And proceeded to do it.
That was wild, yo. I wasn't expecting that kind of reaction.
Like,
man.
I could not, like, I couldn't fathom, like, I was just, like, had to take a moment, because I'm just, like, really, like, the world is crazy. And then outside talking about her, like, yeah, she's effing crazy. She lying. She came at me with the pot of water.
Nah.
What?
And the thing is, so when she said that, right? When she said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, I don't know how you guys took it, but I thought she was kind of trying to be funny and make light of the situation. Like, oh, y'all rebuke in the name of Jesus. Like, because she's playing.
I didn't think she was playing. I didn't think she was playing.
It's because he said, I think she said something like, why y'all standing so far away?
Yeah, like,
because they've been to her house before, reportedly.
Yeah.
So I think they said, why are you standing so far away? And they said, we're standing away from the hot boiling water or something like that.
But my thing is,
and she immediately said, oh, well, I rebuke you in the name of. So my thing was, as a Christian, I don't think she was playing. Like, whatever she sensed or whatever she felt, and his reaction proved her right. As a Christian, his reaction proved her right. So that's how I feel about that.
I'm not in her body, but I've heard Christians, especially because I was raised Christian, I got family. I've heard Christians use things like, "Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. The devil is a lie." I've heard them use that colloquially and like just lightheartedly as a joke. So that's kind of how I kind of took that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I could see that in that instance, because when you're watching it for the first time, it does. Because she said, "No, I'm sorry," and dropped the pot. Because she was like, "No, I'm sorry, I dropped the pot."
And that's what pissed me off, yo. She didn't. If she had, first of all, I don't know what angle you saw, but the angles that I saw, she poured the pot of water in the sink.
Right, the steam was coming. Yep.
I didn't see before she got shot. I didn't see she had the pot. I saw she had oven mitts.
Yeah, she still had them on.
Yeah, she still had.
Because she was still holding the pot. Because I guess she was straining noodles or something.
Yeah.
And she literally, like, you hear the pot drop. She says, "No, I'm sorry. Yeah, and drops to her knees.
She had her hands up and they still shot her.
Yes.
Like, come on.
And she dropped to her knees to hide behind the counter at that. And he leaned over and shot her. Like,
no, it seemed like dude definitely just wanted to shoot her.
Yeah. And can we talk about the fact that that man has been at 6 different precincts before that? Like, and in my opinion, not a lot of cops bounce around like that. Yeah. And he was a problem child. He has done this before, and they kept moving him. I don't know who he knows or whatever, but they kept moving him, and they was like, "Oh, we're going to transfer him here, trying to save face." And now this woman done lost her life because of his ego. Because the way he was walking around talking about her, he had no remorse. He just knew he was getting away with it.
Yeah, this B is crazy.
Yes, exactly. Like it was just the cockiness, like the arrogance. I'm just like, oh my gosh. That's why, like, everything that proceeded after she rebuked him, that's why I'm like, because why would she immediately say, after he said, "We're standing away from the hot boiling water"? Because they did say something in between that, but you couldn't really catch it. Like, I couldn't really hear it on the tape. So I don't know whatever that little word, whatever they said in between that, because why would she immediately do that? Like, not even a joke. Like, I don't even know, like, why would she joke? After he said that, why would she jokingly say that? That's why I was like, nah, I don't know. She had to sense something.
Yeah, like, I'm 100% being wrong. 100% open to being wrong. But either way, it didn't warrant. Like, first of all, where's the taser?
Whatever happened.
Where was your taser?
Yeah, a lot of people saying, "Why you didn't tase her? She had a pot of water, my guy."
Yeah, come on, fam.
And his body cam was off.
So one of
his partners was on.
His partners was on.
His partner was quiet, baby. Quiet. His partner was quiet.
His partner was like, "Yeah, nah, we fucked this one up."
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he tried to render aid, right?
Yeah,
the partner stayed with her.
The partner tried to render aid, but the dude was just like, "Nah, you can do it, but nah, she's dead. Like, it's a wrap."
Because he knew it.
There was no remorse, man.
Yeah, that upset me so much. So yeah, rest in peace, Sonya Massey. That is just a tragic thing.
And do you believe there are people online right now saying that the shooting was justified?
The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus.
They're saying that the shooting was justified.
Yeah, because she had the pot of water.
That don't even make sense.
The water had already been poured out.
Exactly.
Not only that, she dropped the pot and hid behind the counter before he shot her. There was a counter in between. So how did she, in order for her to get to him, she would have had to climb over that counter.
Yeah. Or he would have had to go around the counter towards her.
And she would have had to go past your partner first to get to you. So there's no justification. There's no justification. That was an abuse of power. And he definitely, he needs to be in jail.
Yeah, the people that's agreeing to something like that are just the ones looking for an excuse just to randomly kill hey, man.
People are saying that it was racially motivated. I don't think it was racially motivated.
I don't think it was a race thing.
This dude was just a trigger-happy, scared-ass cop.
Yep.
Trigger-happy, scared cop.
Yep.
I don't buy that.
I don't think it was racially motivated.
I don't know about scared.
I don't think he was scared.
I don't think it was racially motivated, but I don't think about scared. He was an arrogant prick. And he used that badge as an abuse of power. He had a badge, and I wholeheartedly believe that he has done this before, and they've probably covered it up and moved him. Because you look, that man moved from precinct to precinct to precinct in not a long amount of time. Like, so I wholeheartedly believe that he's done that before. Maybe not. I pray not to that magnitude, but I think that he's had some harassment. He's been a problem child amongst the police department, and they've been moving him, trying to cover it up.
See, this is why people don't trust.
Boys in blue. And she called them at that. She called them. For help.
Yep.
Now, I want to talk about my broken clock. Good old Candace Owens.
I like Candace.
So I was watching her show, right? And I wish I had the video to pull up.
What is it called? I forget the name of it, but it's just Candace Owens,
right? So she agreed with us. She's like, yo, that shooting was not justified at all, right? But where I agree with her is that she thinks that it is the footage came out now because it is being used to manipulate black voters to go against Donald Trump.
But then they protested for them to release that footage for days, though. It wasn't.
Yeah, and they didn't until Biden drops out of the race.
Wow.
And now they want to,
distraction.
Not only that, Biden drops out of the race, and who's in with him? The black woman.
Yeah.
Why are they releasing in a video where a black woman gets murdered by police? That's an
interesting take.
Because they want to manipulate the emotions of black voters so they can vote Democrat.
I don't know. This is not the first police shooting that's been released like that.
Yeah, but like from George Floyd till now, how many? Now, mind you,
there's been quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many have we seen?
Seen as far as like the actual shooting?
Yeah.
This is my thing. They are supposed to, I don't understand the idea that they have to fight for them to release the body cam. Like, okay, it's evidence or whatever, but the lawyers and things like that, like the body cam is evidence. So it should be issued as, and lack thereof should be automatic flat, because you're supposed to have your body cam on when you go into interest. So you not having it on, one, is a red flag.
Yeah.
And two, when they release it, that should be released to the public, because that should be something that anybody should be able to pull up, unless it's like, all right, there's an ongoing trial.
Yeah, there's an ongoing investigation.
If there's an ongoing trial or investigation, but I don't know about ongoing investigation. I would say ongoing trial, because if we have lawyers and things involved and the trial is going on, then you want certain sensitive information to be kept quiet. But investigating, release, if you're just investigating and we ain't get there and blah blah blah, you gotta release that. And why do they have to fight and pay thousands of dollars for a lawyer for you to release? If I get a lawyer, even if it's court appointed, that should be the first thing released. Where's the body cam footage? That should be the first thing released.
I don't know.
First thing, give it to your lawyer.
Yeah, give it to your lawyer. To your lawyer.
Because your lawyer can share it with you.
Yeah.
So
when you said release, I assume release to the public.
Nah. Release to the family.
Yeah.
And release, you know what I mean? And then a lawyer will tell you, you can't release, you can't show anybody this, you can't tell them because we still got the ongoing investigation. Yeah. But why does the lawyer, because they had to fight and protest to get the video. So why did they have to do that? I don't understand that part. That's crazy.
That's nuts. I don't know. Yeah, that should be one of.
That should be released automatically, at least to the victim of the family. Mm-hmm. That should be an automatic release. They should have rights to automatically get footage of the body cam.
Yeah.
Automatically. And then, that will give them the option. But they don't want to do that. And those police departments be covering up, be holding those body cam footages. And just like that officer, they probably passed them along.
So another thing Candace brought up. She was just like, the last time we've seen a police shooting of this magnitude where, celebrities and, officials and like presidents came out about it was the George Floyd incident. And that was during an election cycle. So is this.
Yeah.
So she's like, she thinks that they're using this to manipulate black people into voting Democrat.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, it might be a possibility.
I was like, yeah, I can't say.
I don't put it past. You can't put it past.
Because
the American government.
Why release it now?
But
it just happened. It's only been a couple weeks. It just happened at the beginning of July. The incident was like the first week of July with Sonya Massey.
I think so, yeah.
So I gather it would take a couple weeks, but like, it could be true, Candace.
It could be.
It's an interesting thought though.
But right about now, like, what difference would it make?
It would make a difference.
It would make us hate Donald Trump more.
It would make us hate Donald Trump, especially for that, like, police having immunity type shit.
I mean, as if there's not enough reasons that black people will not dislike Donald Trump at this point.
But
there's plenty of reasons.
So if you like look at like the statistics, black women don't like Donald Trump, but black men are turning towards Donald Trump.
Yeah, black men like black men like Donald Trump.
I mean, I really don't have much against Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? But I can see why a lot of people don't like him.
Yo, people hate me when I'm like, I don't disagree with everything Donald Trump says. Like, black people hate me when I say that.
Black people are gonna hate you even if like, back in the day you said I'm not voting for Obama. People would have hated the shit out you.
Yeah,
'cause I know people that just.
There's some people that don't think Obama was a great president.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
And I'm just like, that's kind of debatable because it's like, if y'all look at the amount of things Congress stopped Obama from doing, it's not his fault. The president is just the face. He don't got the real power. Like, it's Congress. If Congress says no, like he can
veto.
Yeah, he can veto certain things, but even then, like, there's still stipulations around that. Yeah. So like, the president doesn't have that much power. That man did what they allowed him to do. Like, and honestly, he was cleaning up a lot of mess. Y'all couldn't expect that black man to come in there and clean up all of that mess that he had he inherited. It wasn't gonna happen in 8 years.
Yeah, I think as a society, I think a lot of people are trying to, like, I don't know what's the word, like race bait or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as like, as far as the election goes,
and I think a lot of people, it's so funny watching the duality of it because like. On social media and on all of the media platforms, right? They try to, like, they're promoting Kamala Harris. So, like, yeah, she's the black female leader we need. Right. But in reality, if you poll people, they're like, nah, we don't trust that bitch.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, because what was that comment she made about we have to, in order to get, we have to start doing clean air or something like that, and we got to depopulate the nation.
Yes.
Like,
something like that. Yeah.
Something like we depopulating the nation. How we doing that? How we depopulating the nation? But then y'all aborting. Y'all got the abortion thing. I mean, she is up against that. I will say that she wants to overturn, return Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
But I feel like, in my opinion, love that you are, Black power, pressing black issues. But I feel like she's focusing too much on the black vote. And she has to understand that there are other people that have to vote too. So I love that we have somebody advocating for us that looks like us. Great. But don't forget about the other people. Yeah. Like, don't forget, there's other issues too. Like, that needs to be addressed that don't just concern us, black people. That concerns everybody across the scale. Like that, Donald Trump is trying to get that Project 2025. We talked about it last week. He's trying to get rid of Social Security and everything.
So, and that's where the confusion comes in, because Donald Trump has never, ever endorsed Project 2025.
Okay.
That's been a myth, right?
Okay.
That's just something a lot of people picked up on the internet and ran with it right now. I don't know how
that's what they're calling it.
He's not really endorsing it. That's the whole thing. He's not really endorsing it. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like he's not really endorsing it.
I think there is a Project 47 that Trump is endorsing, and that doesn't have anything to do with Project 2025.
Okay. So who's pushing Project 2025?
The media.
How?
They're pushing it. They're saying they.
But who brought it to the table?
Nah, they got the media, but they also have people that's actually in place.
Like, because congressmen and women have been coming out. Like, so who brought Project 2025 to the table? I thought it was Trump.
I'm trying to think. Nah. Hold on.
Okay.
It's an actual.
But he agrees with Project 2025.
I don't even think I don't think he's ever even mentioned it.
I have to do some research on that.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. If he's never endorsed it, like that would be interesting to see what the argument would be then.
Yeah.
But I feel like he got a hand in this.
But you don't have to endorse something in order to have.
That's what I'm saying.
A foot in it. You don't have to endorse.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like he's like oh, I ain't doing it, but if it happened, I'm with it. Like I'll rock with it. Like I feel like that's just a way to kind of keep the fire down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, yeah, it's the Heritage Foundation. That's the organization behind it.
The Heritage Foundation.
But if you read it, I don't see why. Trust me, Trump might not be endorsing it, but I can see him rocking with it. It's gonna give him a lot of power.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he hasn't come out against it or for it. He's just like, I'm gonna just leave that out.
He does that with
there.
a lot of things.
Exactly.
He doesn't
That's
speak
why
on
I don't trust it.
But he'll have his hand in it.
Yeah.
You won't know until it's too late.
I don't know if that's passive aggressive.
Nah, it's not passive aggressive.
Yeah,
nah.
that's like, just
It's just Trump, which a lot of people, which I have an issue with. Trump has this thing where he neither condemns or like celebrates something.
Right.
He plays both sides of the fence.
He plays both sides, so he doesn't alienate anyone.
Mm-hmm. Right. Which is why he can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Like,
because he knows who's siding with him the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But hey, I mean,
I cannot confirm or deny.
Point, man, it's kind of too late now, man.
Speaking of not confirming or denying. Oh man! So I was watching.
I got scared. Mark be coming with the topics, man.
You better play truth or dare up in here.
Right. I should.
Speaking of not confirming or denying, so Senator Marjorie Greene was questioning, what's homegirl's name? Kim Cheatle. Kim Cheatle is formerly the director of the Secret Service. She stepped down, right?
Got you.
After the Trump assassination.
Yeah.
So
attempt.
Why? Because everybody's talking about how horrible.
Sorry, after the attempted Trump assassination. I'm sorry.
Yes, attempt.
Right?
Sorry.
The attempted Trump assassination, right? So Senator Marjorie Greene was asking her these questions at the hearing. Let me see. Let me go on airwaves.
Yeah, man, pull it up so we could see how heated this got.
It got heated. And just listen to her answers. Listen to her answers.
Oh, man. I'm scared.
Ms. Cheatle, I'd like to remind you that you're under oath. The site team has a senior supervisor, an advanced team, a protective intelligence team, a counter sniper element, and detail. Who was the agent in charge? How long has she been the agent in charge? And what is her Secret Service background?
So I'm not going to provide a name.
Why not? You're here to answer our questions.
Forum. I'm not going to provide names.
You stated in your testimony, you said, I am here today to answer your questions.
That is correct.
Answer the question.
I'm not going to provide names of our personnel.
Why not?
Today.
The American people are demanding these answers from you today, Ms. Cheatle.
I will do the best to provide you accurate information based on the facts that I have at this time.
You're not answering our questions.
Oh my God.
The advanced element coordinates with other intel or law enforcement partners, identifies threats and weaknesses at the sites and movements. We'd like a copy of the advanced report. Have you brought it here with you today?
We will comply with the request for the documentation that has been requested.
When will that be, Ms. Cheatle? Because you should have brought it today.
I am certain that our personnel are working on obtaining all of that document.
I don't believe you, and neither do the people watching this hearing. You're not doing well, as Mr. Moskowitz informed you. You've been sitting here for over 3 hours, and I have you know the entire country is demanding you resign and demanding that you be fired if you do not resign. Things are not going well for you. You need to answer the questions. Was there a protective intelligence team, and what technical resources were utilized for that event, specifically drone or helicopter assets?
There were a number of technical assets that were deployed for that event, and there was a protective intelligence team that was assigned to that event.
Why was Crooks able to fly a drone over the entire area the day of the rally and the day of his assassination attempt?
To my knowledge, he did not fly the drone over the entire area.
How did he fly a drone over the area, period? Any part of the area?
Again, I would have to go back and check the timeline of when that took place and when the event...
Why didn't you bring the timeline with you today to answer our questions?
I don't have all of the answers on the timelines based on the criminal investigation.
Were you not prepared today to answer our questions?
I am prepared to answer the questions based on the information and wanted to be able to provide.
Do you have a timeline at all from any of the day?
She blowing my job.
I have a timeline that does not have specifics.
That's shocking.
How do you have a timeline that doesn't
have specifics?
Yeah.
How, Sway? How, Sway?
Yeah.
Yo.
That is absolutely unacceptable. That means you are a failure at your job. Let's talk about things
Coming out crazy.
Trump rallies. And I've been to a lot of Trump rallies. Backpacks and bags, bicycles, firearms, any type of weapon, or any other item determined to be a potential safety hazard, like a rangefinder would be one. At 5:10, Crooks is first observed by one of the snipers, ATR Sniper 1, at the building. 5:10, President Trump was shot in the face at 6:11 p.m. 5:28, ATR Sniper 1 takes a picture of a bicycle and 2 bags. Those belong to Crooks. 5:32, ATR Sniper 1 spots Crooks looking at his phone and using a rangefinder.
Wow.
5:55, Butler ESU Command confirms receipt of photos and states they have been relayed on. 6:05 p.m., AGR Sniper 1 later communicates that Crooks is seen moving northeast in direction of Sheets and that Crooks has a backpack. 2 minutes before the shooting, while President Trump has been allowed to take the stage, people see Crooks laying on his stomach in a sniper position on the roof, and they're yelling he has a gun, and they are trying to alert law enforcement and Secret Service. Why was Crooks not shot by the snipers? Why was he allowed to be there?
As soon as the individual was identified as a threat, they were...
No. What do you consider to be a threat? A man with a gun laying in a sniper position. A man that had a
They
backpack,
staged
a man
it,
that had a
and
bicycle,
she's the
a man
patsy.
that had a rangefinder. At what point is he
Just hung out there to
determined a
drop.
threat?
Yeah.
An individual with a backpack is not a threat. An individual with a rangefinder is not a threat.
What about a man laying on a building that has direct line of sight of President Trump with a gun that people are screaming and pointing out? Is that a threat, Ms. Cheatle?
Once that individual was identified, they were neutralized.
No, they were neutralized. Crooks was neutralized after he shot President Trump in the face, Ms. Cheatle. Is he only a threat once he fires the weapon?
Former President Trump.
As soon as
Thank
the
you,
countersnipers
Solo.
identified that individual, they were able to neutralize them.
How are people in the crowd? Okay, then let's just take it this way. People under your command did not consider him to be a threat, yet people in the crowd knew he had a gun and considered him to be a threat. That means that you are a complete failure as the director of the Secret Service, that people under your command don't perceive a man laying on a roof with with direct line to the president with a gun. They don't perceive that to be a threat, yet the people in the crowd do. How is that possible?
That's the last question, but please answer the question, Director.
I'm not certain at this time how the information from the people in the crowd was
Ms. Green is
relating
upset.
to any law enforcement personnel.
No, you knew that everyone knew. The people there knew that there was a danger. They knew there was a threat to President Trump, and it was allowed to happen. Was there a stand-down order, Ms. Cheatle? Was there a conspiracy to kill President Trump?
Absolutely not.
Then how did this happen? And why are you still sitting here not turning in your letter of resignation?
Last question. Please answer, and then I'll recognize Mr. Presley. Please answer the question.
That is what we are investigating to determine.
We're waiting for your letter. We're waiting for your letter of resignation.
She don't want nothing but her resignation.
You really need to consider doing that before you leave today.
Yikes.
Yo. First of all, like I said, worst Secret Service ever. But the way she's sitting there answering the questions, no BS. Like, they could have staged it and hung her out there to dry. And she's just like, I don't know what happened. We had this plan. We said it was going to go this way.
I wish I could find the video, but I can't. There's a section where they're asking her how many bullets did the guy, how many shell casings did they find on the roof, right? She goes, whatever the FBI tells me, they found on the roof. Well, did you talk to the FBI? Yes. How many? Well, did they tell you how many shells? Yes.
So how many?
Whatever the FBI says was on the roof.
Oh, my God.
I wish I could find the clip.
She is so, the whole time she was blowing my junk. She is so annoying. Like, you're just completely like, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Of the Secret Service, she's just like, I don't know how to shit.
Like, and they said the first contact or notice of, I guess, I can't remember the name she was saying, the guy that... Crooks. So, they first noticed him at 5'10". Mm-hmm. Trump, he wasn't shot, by the way. Glass ricocheted and smacked his ear, I'm assuming. Right? Isn't that what happened?
Nah, he got shot in the ear, yeah.
Oh, so they really shot his ear.
It grazed him.
It grazed him. Okay. So, they grazed his ear at 6:11. So for a whole hour, you had multiple people telling you over and over again about multiple things that Crooks was doing that was leading up to, first you got a backpack. She listed the things that were threats, okay? Backpack is one of them, okay? Rangefinder.
They said backpacks are not allowed in the rally. So if
he was on a building.
Yeah. If backpacks aren't allowed in the rally and you see a nigga with a backpack, that's a threat.
Exactly. And he's on the building with a direct line to the president.
She's like, oh, that's not a person with a backpack is not
a threat.
Yes, it is.
A person with a rangefinder is not a threat. A backpack and a rangefinder, my eyebrow is raising somewhere. In a rally with the president, everything is a threat. What do you mean?
Damn.
Everything is a threat. You gotta go.
Especially if it's not supposed to be there anyway.
Exactly.
It's a threat.
Everything's a threat.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. Yeah. She's definitely, and like we said, worst Secret Service ever. Like, the Secret Service B619, what? B613 on Scandal is better than that. Okay? That is crazy, man.
And Candace Owens was talking about this, and she was like, yo, this is pretty much her saying, like, yo, the FBI did this shit. They're going to kill me if I tell anything. So this is all y'all getting out of me.
No, I'm telling you, like, the face that she was giving they staged this, and she's the patsy. Because she's just, like, they literally hung her out there to dry. Like, we just gonna get rid of her. Like, we gonna do this, and if it goes south, she did it. Like
so
that, honestly.
You think the FBI has something to do with it?
Hey, man.
I don't know who has something to do with it, but it don't seem like it was something that I
wish I could find a clip, but like the way she was passing everything off on the FBI, it's kind of like she was saying, yo, this is the same FBI that killed Kennedy. This is the same FBI that killed Dr. King.
Listen.
I'm not about to get killed like them niggas. Hey, I don't know how to shaft.
Conspiracy. Because I'm telling you, like, the way she was looking and answering that woman's question, she just was like, I can't believe this is happening. You got what I was told to say. Other than that, you're gonna have to ask them. That was crazy.
I mean, they need her or the YSL case.
Yo.
Yeah. She don't know shit. Oh man, yo.
Yeah, man.
What's the update with that anyway? Like what's up with him?
The YSL
Young
case?
Thug.
I heard like there's at one point I heard his lawyer is in jail too now.
Yeah, because he was requesting to be in the same cell as Young Thug.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't even know what's going on with that.
At this point, they just need a mistrial.
Yeah.
This is just going way too far. You really don't have
now you
much.
You got to find a new lawyer to fight for a mistrial.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get a
I
court-appointed attorney for that.
I don't really care.
That's crazy, man. It seems like they really got nothing on him.
They charge him with a RICO charge, right?
Yeah.
RICO charge is outrageous. Like, hey, I'm just like, that's
You
crazy.
can get hit with a RICO for a lot of different things.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy. Like, RICO charge is crazy.
Yeah.
I want to pull up this video. I want to see what y'all thoughts are on this.
Solo, what you was sipping over there?
Little wine.
Why you ain't offer? Because
I ain't
Lex
know-
ain't here?
I know, you know what I'm saying? You want some?
Yeah. What kind of wine is it?
Yeah.
What kind
I
of
got
wine
you.
is it?
It's good.
It's Arbor Mist.
The hell nah. Arbor Mist. What's that wine with the foot on it?
Yeah. Barefoot?
Nah, I ain't got that. Yo.
Oh. Lex said it was communion wine last time. Yeah. Wow.
Teaches their sons.
Yo, what the heck was this video about to be?
You gotta listen.
Chivalry is dead.
The church said.
Hey, amen. We not getting drunken with wine, but we will get a little fizz.
I know Mark ain't.
Nah, yeah, I'm good.
The wine might be a little too much on the
It's a little weekly communion.
weekly communion. I wouldn't say this is weekly communion, y'all. Don't get me in trouble.
Does communion have to be religious?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Like fellowshipping. Does it
Communion.
have to be religious?
Fellowship is not religious, but communion,
Communion? You think is that like a religious word?
I believe so. In my head,
Communion.
because I've only ever heard communion in regards to my faith.
Yeah, because I think it's just like part of that biblical vocabulary.
Yeah,
But I think
like
communion-
I haven't heard, like I've heard the word used, but it's always like in reference to the same idea.
Yeah, because like what does
Because
communal
communion
mean?
is
communal.
Yeah,
The word communal.
it's
What is
together.
that?
Isn't that togetherness? I don't know. I don't understand.
And like community, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like together working towards one cause.
Yeah, so we working towards the same cause.
So
right
like, but communion in Bible, I can't. What's the cause?
now. The cause? Hey man.
We just relaxed. That's all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to play this. Here we go. Oh, why is this chopping up like this? Hold on. Hold on.
What?
Let me try to.
I'm mad
let me
already.
Let me try to get that over.
Mad already.
Start that. So y'all can actually hear it without the skipping and shit.
It just got quiet. You know, you gotta.
That's crazy.
Record for what? You got to. Oh, no, baby, you can't. Okay, tell him. Bro, look at me, bro. Don't listen to that shit. We're not buying flowers. We're not holding doors open. We're not putting on fucking shirt on the pedal for a fucking rain, bro. For what? What do you teach your daughters? To finesse niggas, no exercise.
Wow. Right.
Do that, bro. They don't like that. So we the last nigga gentlemen. Exactly. So don't teach my son that goofy ass shit, bro. Hey, swear to God, you listen to me.
Yo. That's wow.
That's crazy, man.
In Pop's defense, I do understand his thing. It's like how you gonna teach the daughters to finesse the dudes, but then teach the dude to be a gentleman and get finessed, like pretty much. Yeah. And that don't mean you get. Yeah. I mean you could get finessed whether you're a gentleman or not. Yeah. But it's like that. In his defense, I understand why he's so mad because that's messed up. Like, and they've siblings, so that's jacked up. Yeah. However, him telling and teaching his son that he shouldn't be a gentleman if he wants a lady is kind of out of pocket. Like, that's crazy. And that is completely crazy.
And I don't see why he was so upset. Like, over there yelling.
Oh, nah. I would be pissed.
You be yelling?
Nah, yeah. He had every right to be pissed because that's foul.
That's just not me, man.
That's foul.
That shit is just
if I was him,
damn emotional, yeah.
If I was him and that the scenario was that where the mom is deliberately teaching the daughters something like and setting the son up for failure, like deliberately setting the son up for failure and deliberately raising her daughter to be, excuse my French, a bitch. Like she's raising her daughter because why? Like, why would you do that? And I'm like, first of all, y'all out here creating savages because that daughter is gonna finesse that man and he's gonna dog out every chick after her, okay? And that man, listen, that man's gonna get his heart broken and he's not going to, it's gonna take a lot. And the woman that breaks through that barrier that he's built up after he got his heart broke, she's gonna have to endure so much pain in order for them to be in a healthy space. Like he's gonna have to unlearn a lot of things, and that's like both the man and the woman. Like that, the mom completely out of pocket. She needs to be in jail for what she's teaching those kids.
And where I'm coming from, on his side, right? There are a lot more women that'll try to finesse a man than there are women that will try to actually treat a man right and with respect and yada, yada, yada. Especially in this current dating market. Like, a lot more women are out to see exactly just what they can get from a man and dip.
Yeah.
So he's setting his sons up for the world that exists today. And the reality is, his sons are probably going to have to encounter a lot more of those women than the virtuous women.
That is true. That is true. But then my thing is that he should be teaching his son what to look out for the same way a father teaches their daughter what to look out for with a man. Like if a man does this, he not really, you know what I mean? Like he not really feeling you. When he does something like this, that's when you know that should be the lesson to his son. If a woman is expecting you to do blah, 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 or you know what I mean? Like pay all her bill, X, Y, and Z, and y'all just come in. No, you respect yourself more not to give so much of yourself to, I'm sorry, in today's day and age, to a woman that hasn't proven herself worthy the same way we expect men to prove themselves worthy to us. So that should be the lesson to his son, not dog these chicks out. Like
I don't think he's saying dog the chicks out. He's saying, don't be a gentleman because gentlemen get finessed.
But that's like saying don't be Now
I'm not saying that that's a good idea. Like I think men should be gentlemen.
Right. But that's like saying don't worry about being a virtuous woman and not sleeping with people because men gonna dog you out anyway, so sleep who you want. Like that's like the same thing.
It's like ayo, don't give your money to homeless people because they just gonna use it on drugs.
Right.
Now, a lot of homeless people do use the money they get on drugs. And you're gonna encounter a lot more homeless people that use their money for drugs than the ones that, just want something to eat or just want a place to stay or just want to buy some clothes. Like
that's true, yeah.
So I guess he's guarding his kids for the reality of what's out there.
But I feel like he can do that without telling him to be a jerk. Like he talk about we not holding doors open, nothing. Like those girls must not be cause he said, what you telling your daughters? I don't know if those kids are his, those girls are his. because it's
I'm telling them finesse these niggas.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Like that mom, I'm throw her in the trash.
Understand,
like
a lot of moms are like that.
That is crazy.
I say the whole relationship is trash.
They're telling their daughters to finesse these niggas.
And this is the thing that I can't stand about moms and sometimes some of the dads. It's like when it comes to women, like all they are concerned about these days is getting a man. I want a man. I want a man. They're not concerned with keeping a man, and that's partly mom's fault. Moms are not teaching. The type of man, yeah. Moms are not teaching their daughters, you cook for your man, you make a house a home, like you, and that doesn't mean you have to be the traditional housewife woman or whatever, but these are things that you do as a woman to cater to your man. The same way a man has to teach his son, these are things that you do to cater to your woman. Like, moms are not teaching little girls, okay, this is what you do. Like, because back in the day, it was all the girls are here. When we have the family over, all the girls are here in the kitchen, or we're doing this. All the girls are hanging out and doing everything that the girls do. Yeah. And all the boys are with the boys doing what the boys do. And that's how the younger ones learn. Like, and it's not the whole time, but there are those days where it's like, they have to learn. The younger ones learn what the older ones, like, you come around older cousins and little cousins or uncles and stuff like that, and they like, yo, you like girls yet? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like, or you talking to boys? Like, you know what I mean? When you go, but that's not happening anymore. A lot of it is every man for themselves. Every man for themselves. Yeah. Let's just do it. We can live in the same house, but it's still every man for themselves. And I wish Black people, especially with the pandemic that just happened, like, do y'all understand that these other races are ahead of us because they have community within their race? Like, they work together. They help other people in their race. Black people don't do that. I know it's like beating the head, like, what they say, it's like talking to a dead horse. Yeah. Like, but honestly, that kicking your kids out, like, you got Spanish people living with each other until they would, some people, their parents let them live with them until, like, if you're a female, you get to live with your parents until you get married.
Yeah.
You could be 40 years old. Married, you get to live with them, like, you know what I mean? But it's like Black people don't have, mostly Black Americans.
Yeah,
we don't have that community where it's like, oh, like back in the day when everybody knew that was so and so's kid, and if they saw so and so's kid doing something they shouldn't have been doing, they gonna come over there like that was their kid and whoop their behind, and then send you home to your mama. And tell your mama what happened, and then your mama gonna whoop your behind too. Like, it's not like that no more. It's, you touch my child, don't tell me nothing about my kid, and blah blah blah. Like, it's no community. And as crazy as the Black community is, those Black populated areas are, there should be a lot more community. The Black churches that we talked about before, Mark, should be doing a lot more, helping a lot more people. Because we all we got. That's what the Asians is telling people. That's what the Jews are telling their people. That's what everybody else is telling their people except for Black folk.
You gotta give credit when Dr. Umar is like, yo, yeah, we are owed reparations, but with the Black people's spending power, why are we waiting for it?
Right.
Like, why are we waiting for the white man to save us, for the government to save us? Nah, we can do all the shit in our community right now.
Stop spending money on nonsense.
Yeah.
Spend it on, or save it and buy and start a business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give back to the community. Start, like, brand yourself out and make your brand about something. Like, not just, I like to do t-shirts and I look cool. Like, you know what I mean? Or I like to do music and I ain't talking about nothing of substance. Like, those rappers back in the day, the reason why hip hop, Public Enemy, and Naughty by Nature and all those people, NWA, the reason why hip hop became what it was because they were voices for people, for the Black community. Hip hop was the voice for the black community back in the day. Yeah. It's not that anymore. Hip hop has become the demise of the black community, in my opinion.
I mean, there's a lot of different things. I mean, of course, look at how the Crips was founded and a lot of the gangs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, off of the Black Panther.
When do we create something good and it stays good across the board and we don't come in and corrupt it to where it has no more power?
Yeah.
Like the Crips and the Bloods, what they started as were good, but now they have no more power.
They have no more. They have no power. They have no organization.
Nah. Exactly. They have no more.
I think that's true for most things. Shit, even the church.
Damn.
Yeah. That's a harsh judgment, but
it's true.
Damn.
It's true. I mean,
no lies detected.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
It's a harsh judgment, but yes, as a Christian, that's a harsh judgment.
It's greed, man.
It's true.
It's greed.
Yep.
And it ain't even just blacks. Like every race has it. You know what I'm saying? And like everything in society has it. It's just greed, man. You know what I mean? How many doctors went to college for years and years and years and study like medical law and was like, yo, I'm gonna change the world and do this and do that for the community. Now they medical fraud. Greed.
Yeah.
That's
it happens with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers, every fucking body, man.
President.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We all mean good, but
yeah. Yeah, man, that's man, y'all gotta make sure y'all teaching these kids right, man. Yeah, and as much as y'all talk trash about like the old school bringing, but let me tell you something. This new school is the demise of us. Like there's no back in the day. Like take it back to the 80s and 70s, the way they was raising kids, and the things that they were instilling in kids. Like we got older and wanted to do things so differently from our parents, but a lot of the things that we changed and got rid of has become the destruction of our community, the destruction of the prosperity of black people as a whole.
Like there's some things that are good with this community and with the old generations. I mean, with the new generations, and some that are bad, right? Agreed. Sometimes the no spanking thing, it can be good because I don't think every kid deserves to be spanked.
Facts.
But I feel like with the whole gentle parenting movement, I think that's some bullshit sometimes.
Yeah. I commented on one of the posts. I don't know if it was your post or whatever, but there was a post where this chick was talking about how the kids have no respect and how back in the day, they said the wrong thing to their mama. The mama fly across the whatever, and she was saying how her child came in there crazy. And she was saying, I would never dare to even breathe like that in front of my mom. And a lot of people were in the comments no, on the gentle parenting tip. And one of my comments was, we're all animals, right? If you watch monkeys, lions, tiger, cheetahs, if you watch a lot of animals when they're in their parenthood, they spank their kids. They do worse than what we do sometimes. They be knocking their kids all like a monkey. Monkeys, and I don't care what a species of monkey it is. Watch monkeys when they're raising their kids. They be knocking them upside the head, pushing them over. If they're telling them not to do nothing, they'll tell you no, and then after a while stop.
Now, one of the things,
and it's not not to ahead, you can say what you're saying, but it's not like a crazy malicious thing. It's just it's a firm hand that you need.
A lot of the debates I get into, in the spanking versus no spanking debate, right? A lot of the super duper liberal leftists, which is would you spank a dog? Would you beat a dog?
Yes.
If not, then why would you beat a human?
I have.
I was like, well, you know how we got dogs, right? Dogs evolved from wolves, and we killed the wolves that weren't obedient. All the wolves that bit the hand that fed them, we killed them off.
Yeah.
And then multiply evolution by hundreds of years later, now we have dogs.
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't have the super obedient dogs like dogs that we have today if they weren't wolves that we pretty much beat into submission.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that we take the same approach with children. Like, don't spank Man just because he spilled some juice. Like, nah, don't
Like,
don't
come
do
on,
that.
bro. He's 3.
Don't do that.
Man's 3. Like,
but like some kids need that correction.
no, wholeheartedly.
Some
like,
kids
and some
won't get it any
kids,
other way.
you'll spank them. Like, you have to pay attention to your kid, and every kid that you have, if you have multiple kids, they're not the same. Yeah. So like some kids, in the beginning, you might spank them and that might correct the behavior, but when they get older, spankings don't do anything for them.
Yeah.
Like, now you have to start snatching their favorite thing away. Or, you know what I mean? Not buying their favorite brand of clothes or something like that. Like, oh, now you're going to get the bare minimum. Like, all you get is 3 meals and a cot. Like, I don't have to give you the luxuries of life. I have to give you the necessities, but the luxuries you're not privy to, and you ain't work for none of this. Thanks. So like there are some, like my son, he gets spankings, but I don't like I tell my girlfriends all the time. I tell everybody I don't have to spank my son a lot. He does get spankings, but I talk to my son a lot, and I know that he understands me. And then also he's a boy. I don't want to. I'm like the way men, like I understand that I'm a boy mom, so I understand that the way he understands the world is slightly different from the way that I understand the world. And something that might emotionally upset me is not something that he might not care. Like sometimes my son, he shrugs me off. Like, shrugs me off, and it blows my mind because I'm just like, he's 9. And it's like a grown man shrugging you off. And I just be like, oh my God. And I gotta ask him, am I bothering you? Am I bothering you? Am I bothering you, son? And he's so sweet. He don't want to tell me I'm bothering him, but he'll be like, yeah, maybe a little bit, mom. Me as his mom, I have to acknowledge that he's a boy. Like, you know what I mean? And there's certain things, like I can't get emotional about disciplining him. So like when I discipline him, my first thought has to be a logical response because he's a boy. It can't be an emotional one. Now sometimes I do snap on him because he be just doing bad stuff. But the older he gets is the more I recognize, okay, you know, I don't have to spank him a lot, but it's like the more I recognize he just needs to be talked to, or I need to snatch something away from him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or we need to do some consistent like change of behavior to change the negative behavior that's happening or combat it. So like it's hard raising these kids, but I'm telling you, you gotta pay attention to them and be specific in learning what your child needs to prosper and to respect authority.
I don't have any kids, but like just with the kids that I've dealt with, like everything, kids are different things work for different kids. Some kids won't get it until like they get spanked. Some kids yelling at them will do the trick. Some kids taking things away. Some kids a combination of all three. Like you gotta like learn your child and
some kids don't care. Like, them be the kids. I be like, Jesus, you know who to bless us with, cause let me tell you something. My girlfriend, man, we be talking, and I'll just be like, some of the things, the patience she has, like her kid is a daredevil, and I mean daredevil in the sense of she's gonna see what's gonna make you tick. So like, you'll tell her kids. Tell her, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And she knows that it's upsetting you, but she wants you to get to the boiling point. Like, she wants you to be ready to throw her through a wall. And I just be like, yo, God knows who to bless kids, like the type of kids with. Because I'm like, me, I don't have the patience. Like, if my son did that to me, oh my God, he would be living with his dad. I would just be like, yo, like you're deliberately just like, I know that mommy's blowing the gasket right now, but I'm deliberately gonna do it until you explode. I know that I'm not supposed to be doing this, and I know that it's gonna make you mad, but I just want to see it. Like, you know how kids, when they're babies, you hurt yourself, and you go, oh, and they laugh like that. Like, they want to see you hurt yourself. I'm like, yo, hell no. Like, if I had a kid like that, I was like, bless her heart. Like, sweet kid. Sweet kid. I've known her since before she was born, right? And me and her dad, like, I've known her dad since we were kids. But, like, sweet kid, but I'm like, let me tell you something. She be in foster care or something. Cause I would like, cause it's like, you know how kids make you mad. You ever had somebody just make you mad? Like, you can't do nothing about it. Like, your mom ever just make you mad? Like, do something. Like, and I mean as an adult. Like, as an adult, your mom or your dad does something, and you're just like, why? Like, why? Like, but you can't cuss mom and dad out. Yeah. Like, you can't cuss them out. Like, you just gotta deal with it. Like,
nothing you can do, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, kids are whew. Yeah. Kids, parenthood is I say God's biggest classroom. Parenthood.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be challenging, man. But you can learn yourself.
I ain't got no kids yet.
It's coming.
Yeah, I was just about to say, come some.
Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh man, do you want kids?
Yeah, I do.
How many kids you want?
Me and my girl, we talk about this. I was like, let's have one and assess the damage.
Yeah, that's a good. What's the name?
Like, if we have one, and our mental health is good, and our finances are good, and
well, them first 5 years is gonna be a little rough.
Yeah,
like them first, but they say, women, you have one, just pop them out, like just pop them right out, bop bop bop. Like,
but if we both stressed out, we both losing it, like, we both the relationship is failing, and we just have one, like, nah, we can't, we're not.
Y'all can't. Y'all gotta be stable.
Let's have one and assess the damage. Right?
No, for real, I didn't want another kid for a long time because my son was sick when I first had him. And I didn't want one for a long time. I had my son 3 months early. Had him, he was sick all that time for years, and then everybody would ask me when I first had him, when you have another one? When you have another one? I'm like, damn, y'all got a husband for me? But but I'm like, they're like, when you have another one, and for a long time I did not want another one, but now baby fever like crazy. Baby fever for years, and I'm just like, waiting on Jesus to send my good old Boaz, patiently waiting. Yes, patiently waiting.
It'll happen in time. I haven't
waited this long.
You know what I mean? When you least expect it, that's when it happens.
That's what they say. Listen, if I get now, listen, Jesus, I ain't trying to wait this long.
I ain't trying to wait.
But in my head, if I get married at 40 and I'm married until I'm 60 plus, that's a 20 plus year marriage.
Yeah.
That's a good marriage. My only thing is I want a baby. I want another baby. I want to give my husband a baby. So that's my only thing where I would want to have that happen at least a few years before I hit 40. Mm-hmm. And then still have the baby in my 30s and then go up. But we'll see how God works that out.
Yeah.
You having more kids?
No, I'm done.
Yo, just the two?
I'm done, man.
And you got 2 girls? Oh, no, you got a boy and a girl. Okay. And the kid, the baby's not big yet. They're not grown.
Yeah, I'm done.
He said, I'm done.
I'm done.
What if you get with somebody you find the love of your life and you want to, were you married before you weren't married?
Yeah, I got married before.
Would you get married again?
Nah.
No, damn.
Nah, I don't see it happening, man.
You sound like my pops.
Like.
My pops was like, your mom's the only woman I ever wanted to marry and there's nobody else like.
Yeah, ain't nothing even like that for me. I just don't want the headache. Damn. I'd rather, no, I mean, I hate to say it like that. Like, I like relationships, you get what I'm saying? But I don't know if I get married again.
But what if you was with your girl for like long term and she was like, and that's what she wanted. Like, she's like, yo, I want to get married. Like, would you marry her?
I probably would. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that, ladies? There's hope for y'all.
Oh, please. No, I'm saying that right now. You get what I'm saying? But like.
Yeah, you have to be some Zach and Fatima type. Change his life, y'all. Solo been hurt, y'all. Y'all got
it's not even that. I'm actually like, actually enjoy this shit.
He enjoying these streets.
It's not even the streets.
Single.
It's not even that. It's like, just do what the fuck I want. I don't gotta tell you where I'm at. I ain't gotta we ain't gotta.
Yeah, but if you get cuffed, you still would have to have those obligations to a certain extent.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't.
You
mind
like
not
being
getting
able
cuffed.
to just get. Oh, you like he playing the single field.
It's not even that. Like I'm not out sleeping around and like mingling with everybody. Like that's not what I do.
But you like having the option
freedom.
of doing it.
Yeah, but I just like the freedom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
The freedom to do it.
You don't have no obligation.
Do what the hell I want. I go see my kids. Other than that, it's like,
dang,
I ain't gotta
you can't
go.
see your kids if you're in a relationship. That's wild.
No, I'm saying you can. You can. No, what I'm saying, you can. But I'm saying that's my only obligation in life right now is my kids. I don't care about nobody else.
I feel you.
You feel me?
I'm not mad at that.
My time is my time.
Facts. I'm not mad at that.
You know what I mean? Like women take a lot of time.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
a lot of time. You got to answer. Where you at? You said you was on the way. I ain't gonna worry about none of that shit. Do what the hell I want.
You want your location?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody needs my location. Ain't nobody looking through my phone. Ain't none of that.
That's wild. I would only want my husband's location if we were like married. Like he would have to be my husband. But my boyfriend, I don't need your location.
But you would want him to share your constant share the location?
If he wanted to, I wouldn't care. Either way, I wouldn't care. But like if it was a thing that came up, like oh shit, because like for safety reasons.
Yeah,
only for safety reasons. Because
yeah.
like my girlfriends and I, like we share our locations. Like, but we not looking every 2 seconds at each other's location or anything like that. Like, I would maybe like, I can't say that if you tell me you on your way home and it's been a half an hour over the time that I'm expecting you, that I'm not gonna look and see, yo, where is he? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's something like that. But on a regular, I wouldn't even think. Like, I'm not really like a snoopy person like that.
Yeah,
I don't really
like that.
If I'm with you, that means I trust you. If I can't trust you to keep your word and say that you are where you say you are and with who you say you're with, why are we together? like I can't. I'm not about to be Captain Investor.
Yeah.
What's the Inspector Gadget?
Inspector Gadget.
I'm not about to be Inspector Gadget in my No, I'm not doing all that to a certain extent. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah, that shit is overwhelming, man. There's people out there that want to be like inspecting everything, man.
But y'all Negroes are demanding too. Like it ain't all peaches and cream being committed to y'all. Y'all take a lot too.
I'm probably the most easygoing dude, yo. I'm
man.
dead ass.
If I had a penny for every man that said,
yo, I'm
y'all
laid
are
back,
not
man.
easy.
I'm laid back. I'm probably too laid back, and that gets me in trouble. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not doing none of that shit. And a lot of people feel like, you don't care because you don't argue.
I don't know about arguing, but like have a conversation with me.
I have a conversation, but I'm not about to.
Don't just shut me down. Like you could say something, and if I'm still going off and you just be like, I'm not having this conversation, and then you shut me down, then okay. But don't just not respond when I'm trying to talk to you about something that's bothering me. Like, say what you gotta say, and then
it's over.
And then it's over.
We talking about it once.
My feeling might be hurt. My feelings might be hurt, but I'll get over it. Like, you know what I mean? I'll get over it.
Yeah. You got one opportunity, man. Get it out. After that, like I don't want.
Yeah, we're not about to keep having ongoing conversations.
Nah, that harping on like beating on the dead horse and all. Nah,
we're
not
about to keep.
That irks me, man. When people do that, that irks the shit out of me, man. Like, yo,
like when you
already talked about this shit.
The dude cheats on you. You with the dude, he cheats on you. You stay with him, but then you nag and accusing him of cheating every time. Like, why are you still with him?
Why don't you just break up? Yeah.
Just break up. Like you can't trust him. Just break up.
Yeah.
Like or give y'all some time apart. Cause married couples used to be that you could get separated or legally separated and still be married. And back in the day, they would have some time apart. They would sleep in different bedrooms, and then they would come back together after a while.
You can still do that.
Some people do years.
You still got legal separation,
some people do years in the same household, not sleeping in the same bedroom, even to today. But they still do everything together, like family, all that stuff. They just might not be sleeping with each other or having that intimacy. But
see, for me, that's pointless.
Yeah,
that's pointless because. Yo, no intimacy, like sleeping in a different bed and all that. Like, yo, you my woman.
A relationship is not only intimacy, especially when you get older. You think old people were humping every 2 seconds?
Well, not every 2
Some
seconds, but
they still have sex, but a lot of them, like men, when you guys get older, like you guys can't get it up as much. So like, and women, we lose our sex drive when we go through menopause and things like that.
Yeah.
So like there are things that like you go through as a married couple that would cause you not to like have sex with each other, not be intimate. There are people like my bosses, they work all the time. It's not that they don't want to be intimate. They don't have time. like you know what I mean? Like I guess they could make it happen if they want to, but sometimes you're tired. Like you're tired, you don't have time, you got things, you got the kids, you got this, that, and third, you running businesses and all of this stuff. Like they're tired. So it's not that we it's like we don't want to be intimate. It's just like we have those moments where it's like we're not. And sometimes that means I don't like you like that to want to sleep in the bed next to you and listen to you snoring. Like, but I still want you around. I still want to be it's like we live in 2 separate houses, like when we were dating.
I've always 100% been cool with, I got my little man cave, you got your little like she shed or whatever. We go in our separate places.
Mom cave, I call it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's amazing.
I'm always for that.
Yes, I'm with that.
Yeah. But that's a whole different thing. Like, okay, the man cave, you spend time. The mom cave, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You spend time in there. But I'm talking about, at the end of the day, it's not even just being, like, intimate sexually. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, I mean, damn.
But it's
you know
not,
what I'm
so this is my thing. It's not a permanent thing. It's just until you guys have cooler heads or until, like, things blow over. Because sometimes,
something like that,
especially for women, sometimes there are things that happen in the relationship that may take us time to emotionally move past. So they're like, we're not emotionally connected to you, and that makes us not want to be intimate with you, even to the point where laying next to you in the bed is something that we don't want to do because we don't want to smell you. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's a sensory thing that gives us like that emotion. So it's like, all right, we don't want to be around you. Like, we don't want to be around you. Okay, like I know I gotta do my husband or wifely duties or take care of the kids and household stuff and blah blah blah. But I don't want to be around you being affectionate and intimate. And not that this is gonna last forever, because it should be, all right, this is a certain amount of time. All right, what's going on? Like, we need to figure out what we doing because, and if it takes, like, it depends on the couple, because I've seen people do it for years, like, and they come back and it's like, all right, it's like a new relationship, like you've never seen them, and that worked for them. But some people might not be able to be away from like their partner like that physically. That's
not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
If you don't want to see me or smell me, like, you ain't gonna smell me forever.
Not see you, but like not smell you or get those pheromones. Like, that affection is gone.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be gone forever.
Nah, you can't.
Ain't no certain amount of time. Like, I'm not doing that. So
this is my thing. So if you cheat on your woman and she doesn't want to be intimate with you,
wait. Just an example. You just threw that in there, though. You said if you cheated, of course.
Just an example. So I'm trying to give it a prominent example of a woman's emotions not being like affectionate, not wanting to be affectionate towards her man. Like, if you cheat on your woman and it's gonna take her a little second before she wants to be intimate with you again, especially if y'all had a true monogamous relationship. It might take her a little minute to be comfortable enough to feel like, all right, I have that affection for him again. And it might mean I need to sleep in another room for a few days.
Yeah, but you're talking about cheating. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah,
so,
cheating,
and sometimes that takes months. Like, sometimes that takes months, almost a year. Like, it's not just we snapped our fingers and things are back to the way it was. Sometimes that takes months, takes over a year. Like, and it's not that she's being a jerk to you the entire time.
You ain't trying to give me none in a year, I don't know, fam.
I think it depends on how bad you mess up. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but now that you based it on that, like, I can understand it. But you're talking about us messing up that big, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that would be the only thing that would justify you guys separating. Like, not the only thing, but you could have did something with the money. You could have got one of the kids sick or something. Like you could have did something with the money or whatever that to that magnitude, but it would only be something of that magnitude, like that would allow you to separate like that.
And see why would I deal with that again?
Yeah, if we gonna separate, like let's separate. Like,
Solo's team single, y'all.
Why would I do that shit again?
Team single.
Why would I want to deal with that again?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like the emotional, I'm not in the mood. Like, listen.
That's
you got the right guy, trust me. Trust me, you're not in the mood? All right, you ain't gonna be in the mood forever.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's serious.
I really think that you guys have no idea how much we're not in the mood when we do have sex with y'all. Like a lot of times we're not in the mood. We don't want to have sex and we do it just because it's y'all. Like
That's
y'all
crazy,
have no
man.
idea
That's
how
crazy.
much we're not in the mood. Like it happens a lot.
That's sad.
Like that's why y'all gotta butter us up, warm us up, get us there sometimes. Like because we're not in the mood, we're just doing it for you. Like real shit.
Just turn over.
Nah. Shut up.
Yeah.
Listen, we've all said or heard
man.
that once or twice.
Yeah,
Okay,
just turn over, yo.
like nah, cause that whole like
I'm tired. All right, sleep through it, motherfucker.
nah, that's the crazy part. Like that, nah, you wake me up, bro. Like, cause like if I'm dead, like you,
I can't.
with my dead corpse.
Most females that are like tired, they be like, oh, I'm tired, but then you start, they're gonna wake the fuck up. They're gonna wake up.
Yeah, like
They're gonna wake up.
We'll wake up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're gonna wake up.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on that, y'all. But
I don't know. We went totally left. Totally left.
yes.
I ain't even got no more topics.
Nah, I guess the last thing would be the only thing for tonight would just be a question of what would justify you calling the police on your own family, on your own mother to be exact.
Oh my God.
What would justify that?
Would justify.
Are we gonna play a clip?
Nah, fuck that clip.
Yeah.
If she did something to my kids.
So basically, the scenario online was that the mom abused the daughter's credit.
She basically was putting things in her daughter's name, using her social security and jacking up her credit.
Yeah.
Apparently, in the video, the woman warned her mom before, had spoken to her at least one time before. I believe it was several times before. And apparently she's been doing this to her since she was a kid. Yeah. And I think the daughter had fought to get her credit right, and she did it again, messed up her credit, defaulted on whatever, and she filed a police report on her mom. And the mom is just like, you don't care about your mother? You don't care about your mother? I have bills and things that this, that, and the third. And she's like, why should I have to choose between, she said, what's more important, your mother or your credit? And the daughter said, why should I have to choose? Like, she's like, why should I have to choose? And the daughter, I believe, is mid-20s, I think.
Yeah, I seen the video. She look about mid-20s.
Yeah, I think the daughter is like mid-20s. And she seems like she's been trying hard to get her stuff together, which is why she flagged it in the first place and flagged it the time before. So, like, the mom was just like, no, you don't care about your mother. You should be helping me. You should let me use your credit.
Nah.
Yeah, that's wild.
She's like, we got to live our own lives because we from the black community. We all know somebody or have a parent that has used our credit for a bill, for a car, something, has used our social security number for something. So like, was the lady wrong? Was she wrong for calling? Because
if I keep telling you, nah, yo, you gotta chill. Like, you can't, and it's hurting me. Like, nah, yeah, you might. If nothing else is getting through to you, hey, you might have to go sit behind the iron bars for a little bit.
And mom was irate. She could not believe. She said, I can't believe you doing this to me. Mom was irate. She could not believe that she called the cops on her.
Or at least you need to, or at least the threat. Like, I you know how like the scare street type shit?
Yeah, like.
At least like, all right, I'll drop the charges, but like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, you
cannot do this again. Otherwise,
you might need to sit behind bars for like a week, and I'll drop the charges. But like, I need you to know, like, yo, I'm serious about this shit.
Right. And I am not mad at her. I would have did the same thing. Because why am I grown and you using my... It's one thing, you did it when I was a kid and I caught it and I fixed it. And then now you're still doing it and I'm an adult and I got my own life and own house and bills and everything and you're using my credit? Oh, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
If nothing else is getting through and you still using it and like you hurting me so I can't get my shit together?
Yeah. At some point, like with parents, like... Sometimes parents use their kids as crutches or they try to live through them, try to get a fresh start, whatever they think that is. But, like, at some point, when it comes to family, you do not have to take abuse, blood related or not. Because a lot of parents, a lot of family members use that, oh, I'm your relative, so I could treat you any old type of way. I can do anything to you. I could say whatever I want to you, and you just got to take it because I'm family. We just going to sweep it under the rug like it never happened. Absolutely not. I do not believe that narrative. If you treat me like I'm somebody off the street, in return, you will get treated like somebody off the street. I will act like I'm Christian, so I will just cut you off, and I will act like if you don't get me to the point where you done made me cuss you out and I gotta go repent now. Like, but like, stop letting your family abuse you. Yeah, stop letting your family abuse you.
I will never, because I've seen this happen in my family, I will never hire my family to do any kind of like work for me, like any kind of serious work. Like they can help me move, like, but outside of like helping me move furniture or something like that, they can't do no serious work. Like they can't paint for me. They can't can't do no type of like serious work where there's like serious money involved.
Right.
Because when I grew up, I saw my family I saw the elders in my family hire people in my family. And they take advantage, jobs ain't done, jobs get half done because they think, oh yeah, that's grandma, that's auntie, that's cousin.
Nah, don't treat me like that.
Nah, see.
It only took me once to hire somebody and they spit on my name, made me look bad. One time. Now I'm very particular. Yeah. I'll know you struggling. But I also know why you struggling too.
Yeah, facts.
You don't want to work. You don't want to do. You get a job and you half-ass it, or you don't show up, or you complaining about everything. You're hired for a job. It's hard. It's not easy. It's a lot harder than sitting on your behind all day. But you're also getting paid to do that job. What are you complaining for? You're hired to come on time. You're hired to do the job to do the job correctly the first time.
I got a family member right now. He's like, oh, I want to be a partner in your business. I'm like, word? All right. This is an online business. You got to sell your stuff and sell your product, sell this product online. This is an online business, right?
Right.
Somebody leaves something really expensive in my property, right?
Got you.
Try to contact the person to get it to get it back. They don't want it back. All right, cool. I keep it. With this family member's hurting for money right now, I'm like, hey, yo, look. You get a couple hundred, get close to $1,000 off this shirt. Take it, sell it. He's like, yeah. Leaves the shirt.
Leaves it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Leaves it. I'm like, oh, so you don't really all you gotta do. I was like, all you gotta do is put this on Facebook Marketplace. You put this Depop.
Put it up. Shout out Facebook
Easy.
Marketplace. That's how I found my new car. What? Shout out.
You ain't even trying to do that. You left it. Yeah, nah. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I've definitely run into people where it's like they'll say something even before I jumped on the podcast. You know how many people they're like, yeah, we'll do the podcast. Nobody's serious. And I was like, oh yeah, what we gonna do? Nobody's serious. You know what I mean? Until I've run into you guys, I'm like, all right. When I hit Mark, I'm like, all right, Mark actually might be serious about this. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people, they want the opportunity to be given to them. And then when they get the opportunity, they take advantage of it. Or they give the person that gave them the opportunity their ass to kiss. Yeah. Like I told you, you know my boss. Yeah. Like I've known her since I was 16. I still work that job. Like she's like it's somebody off the street. Like it's corporate or somebody that hired me. Like I'm on. Like no, if you're gonna pay me, I'm gonna do my job. I don't care how well I know you, because if I look bad, then you look bad, and we not trying to look bad. Okay, if you look back, I look bad too. So people, I think that's part of the reason when we was like, just to bring everything full circle. I think that was part of the reasons why like that black community is kind of hard too, because we give those opportunities to people in our community and they squander it. Exactly. They slap us in the face. And it's like, dang, that's why I'm gonna go hire Poppy on the like at Home Depot, because at least I know it'll get done and it'll be done with a lot more efficiency, and I won't have to pay them that much. Or whatever I do pay them, they won't be BSing or you know what I mean, complaining about what I gave them. They will understand that, yo, this is an opportunity that I probably couldn't have got or could have went to somebody else. Like when somebody does you a favor that you couldn't have got on your own, or you couldn't have got access to as quickly on your own, you should always bring your A game, bring your best attitude, best behavior, do the job. And then maybe we would lift up our black community, lift up, oh, you live in the hood? Oh, that's okay. You got dreads? That's okay. It doesn't matter, because I know you still gonna work for me. But I definitely know people who get jobs, get their paycheck, get their first paycheck, don't show up for the job ever again. Like, or they get paid and won't show up on payday.
Yeah.
And then I'm at the job and they're like, yo, where's so-and-so? Where's your so-and-so? Your cousin or your brother or somebody. And I'm like, he's not here?
Yeah.
Like, he's not here? Like, and you ain't trying to throw them under the bus, but at the same time, you looking stupid too, because you got them on.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I'm real particular about people like spitting on my name. Like if I tell you come work with me, I introduce you to people and you embarrass me, just know I will never give you an opportunity ever again. I don't care what it is. I don't care what job. I don't care. It could be a cashier somewhere and I would not give it to you. Like, yep, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, man.
On that note,
I think that's it.
Same time, same place, man.
Same time, same place.
Well, nah, next week we out.
Dance
next
on
week,
Broad Street to some house music.
Yeah, it's still.
It probably is still out there, man.
They still out there.
They definitely still out there.
For late. Trust me.
It's Newark too.
Yeah, it's Newark. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody outside.
Yo, facts.
You know what I mean? Everybody outside.